Question. Is it true that Pfizer is now trialing an oral drug whose action against SARS-CoV-2 is essentially the same as ivermectin's? And if so, why would they do that if they say ivermectin doesn't work?
Well, let's just be clear on that. So everything that Paul was saying about these anomalous and bizarre behaviors of the alphabet agencies, if you believe in the concept of regulatory capture, meaning our regulatory and healthcare agencies are captured by those with financial interest, if you believe in that concept and believe it exists in a country like the United States, well, then it would follow that if Merck has a pipeline drug which might work as an early treatment oral antiviral pill, it would follow that ivermectin is viewed as a competitor and must be squashed. And it would completely explain the behaviors you're seeing. The Armageddon that was unleashed this past week in every form of media, from nighttime talk show hosts to every newspaper to CNN to television, screaming about how this is a horse drug and that people are, dying from taking animal forms, you'll understand why that was unleashed. They need to get rid of ivermectin. I'm sorry. That's my answer, and I'm going to stand by that. It's not only Merck with molnupiravir. I think it's Pfizer also.
This was Pfizer was the question.
So it is what it is. I'm not making this stuff up. This is taught in like college classes. The concept of regulatory capture is not me making this up. In fact, I'm not even an expert at it. Well, actually, now I am.
Well, it's also the question of protecting your market.
Yeah, that's it.
What you're doing. Yeah, well, anyway, let's go to Dr. John Cole's question. He says, I've heard that some doctors are saying all people will get COVID eventually. What do you think about this and the role of ivermectin as prophylactic to counter this?
What I like, there's two things. So I think you could protect yourself chronically until such a time that the incidence or like mass protection. So if everybody used it at a good dose, based on the trials, you're going to have excellent protection. You're not going to have the failing efficacy of the vaccines. That's one approach, is mass distribution everywhere. You get the incidence so low that maybe it can be controlled. You don't need ivermectin. The other option, and Fabio, this comes out of your own experiences and now mine, right? Which is two diseases, the one you get when you're on ivermectin and the one you don't. The one you get when you're already prophylaxing, so a breakthrough on ivermectin, is generally mild and almost uniformly avoids the hospital, right? And so one option would be to get the mild form. I don't want to encourage anyone to get COVID, but some people who have had mild disease like me, I'm really happy right now. I have profound, very high natural immunity, and I'm sitting pretty. Right. And I think a lot of people are like that. So that's my answer to that one. Paul,
and
Flavio.
My approach is I don't want to get COVID. I'm never going to get COVID, touch wood, and I'm going to do everything in my power not to get COVID. Please. So I think you can take matters in your own hand and you can protect yourself and you can prevent yourself from getting COVID. It's simple.